up, YouTube? It's your girl Kendra. We back with another video.
Do it all and more problems, get it done all night. As long as you joking now here for me, I got it. My bitch skin to it, I your body. As long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem.
What's up, y'all? We back with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on them post notifications so you won't miss another video. And make sure y'all tell a friend to subscribe to your girl channel. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix this picture. For some reason, it's leaning. But, y'all, I'm sorry. Your girl had to take a mental break for a couple days. But I'm back better than ever. Like I said in my last video, I'm going to be more consistent this year. I'm going to discipline myself, and I know it's going to take a whole lot of hard work and dedication, but your girl is on it, and I'll make sure I be dedicated to it this year to all my social media platforms. So if y'all not following, make sure y'all follow me on all social medias, Life of Kendra 1 on everything. But look, y'all, today we're going to do a story time on how we got stranded on vacation. I know that sounds crazy, but y'all, we literally got stranded. So this had to been 20 think because did I had a little kids? I had to have a little kids because my best friend, I want to say she was pregnant. So this probably had to been like 2018-ish, like 2018 2019. That's when it was, because the two little ones was small. So y'all, we goes on vacation. This time we decides to drive Bobo car. Nothing was wrong with his car, you know, it was working good, no problems. So a couple of days, mind you, hold up, before we do that, mind you, he always had a system in his car. Everybody who know Bobo keep a system in his car. He love his music, he love his beats. So he had a system in there, but he took it out before we hit the road because we had to have room for the luggages to go in the trunk. So y'all, we get on the road, no problem. Car drove down there, no problems at all. We get there, I say day 2 of being on vacation. Y'all, his car, the battery light decides to come on. So we like, what the world? We didn't know what the problem was. We thought, okay, the battery going, you know, dead because, you know, the system. So y'all, nothing happened. You know, it didn't stop working, nothing. The battery light just came on. So then we end up getting out, and his battery actually died on us while we was out, y'all. Crazy. It ended up dying while we was out. So we, it was a man that was at the hotel with us who said he knew how to work on cars. So he looked at it, he was like, yeah, it's your battery, blah, blah, blah. So y'all, mind you, we was like, okay, everything walking distance, we not gonna sweat it. We'll worry about this before it's time to go home. That probably was the big mistake because we was depending on him and we was waiting on to go home before, well, right before it was time to go home to work on the car. So we goes to get a battery. Crank up, no problem. No, the first time it didn't do it. We was finna get out, so we went and got a battery from Walmart because that was closest thing to us. Went to Walmart, got a battery, no problems. Get to the little area where we was taking the kids to go, you know, see stuff. The battery dies while we're out there, y'all. True story. Battery dies. We get it jumped off or whatever. So we like, okay, something else is going on here. Didn't know what it could have been, where it could have been from. Y'all, come find out it was his what is it called? Oh gosh, I know what it's called. Freak, what is it called? The not the battery, the alternator. Come find out it's alternator. Mind you, we don't work on cars. He don't work on cars. I definitely don't work on cars. But he knew a little something about it. So the guy that stayed in the hotel was like, oh, he'll help. He started helping. When we found out it was the alternator, we went to AutoZone, got an alternator. The man started helping. put it back on. Got the alternator on, no problem. The problem came in with the belt, y'all. The belt, y'all. So mind you, this the day it's time to go. We stood out there for hours. When I tell y'all hours of them trying to figure out how to get the belt on. So the man boss ended up coming. They tried to help put the the belt back on the alternator, couldn't do it. So the boss man was like, look, we gotta go to work. The man ended up having to leave. Mind you, we in Florida. We don't know nobody. We stuck. So he's talking to Big Man on the phone. So Big Man is the one who normally fix on his car. So he talking to Big Man. Big Man trying to tell him. Big Man was like, man, I really need to be there because I can't just tell you how to do it over the phone. So we watching YouTube videos. We doing everything, y'all, all day. At first, the hotel people let us get the rooms, stay and have one room, to be able to go to the bathroom, stuff like that. After a few hours, they had to rent their room out, and they was like, look, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all gonna turn in the key. We can't continue to let y'all, stay in the room. Bye, y'all. It's me, Bobo, 5 kids, my best friend, and 4 kids. She was pregnant. His other 2 cousins and the niece. I want to say that's all who went because everybody did not go on this trip this time, which I hate because normally his brother go and his brother would have knew how to do it, but his brother didn't go this trip. So y'all, we sit out there all day. Tay got up that morning, which is his cousin. She got up that morning, was like, look, I'm finna drive back home, get Big Man, but if you fix it, but by the time I get home, just let me know. She a real one for this, y'all. Mind you, Panama City from Birmingham is like 5.5 hour trip, depends on how much you stop. It's a 5 hour trip, but it can turn to 5.5, 6 hours, depends on how much you stop. But I know her, she don't stop like that. So y'all, she left that morning. She got back home that afternoon. Bobo was still trying to fix on the car before she came back. So she went back to Birmingham to go get Big Man, but if he had fixed it, we weren't gonna worry about her coming back. Y'all, we couldn't get it fixed. So she had to jump back in her car, get Big Man, and they had to drive back 5.5 hours back to Birmingham. Back to Panama. So y'all, they get down there. Mind y'all, now it's like 1 o'clock in the morning when they make it back to Florida. Y'all, Big Man took all of 10 minutes to put this boy belt on. If it was 10 minutes, he got it back on just like this. All of 10 minutes. Y'all, when I tell y'all, that was the worst experience that we ever had. We ended up hitting the road at almost 2 o'clock in the morning. We did not get home like almost 6 o'clock that morning. Mind you, I had to go to work that day. His cousin who drove to Birmingham, drove back to Florida, then had to drive back to Birmingham, had to be to work at 5 o'clock that morning. We didn't get back to Birmingham till after 5 o'clock that morning, so she was late going to work. So y'all, it was hard because we had nowhere for the kids to use it. Where the hotel ended up letting them use the bathroom, but y'all, it was hard. We was out there all day. Food, we had to go to restaurants and get food. My best friend had been like maybe 6-7 months pregnant. She's sitting in her car all day. She got her kids. We in our car, we got our kids. Well, we couldn't even be in his car because his car was lifted up because the battery is up under the tire, so his car was actually jacked up, so we couldn't even sit in his car. We had to sit outside the car. So mind y'all, we sitting out there. We have 2 1-year-olds at the time, 2 1-year-olds and the other kids. And we just stuck outside all day. The hotel people gave us tools, everything we needed to try to work on this car, but we could not get it fixed. And she had to drive all the way to Birmingham, all the way back to Florida, just for this man to take literally 10 minutes to put this belt on for us to go again and drive all the way back home. Y'all, I was trying my best because normally I'm the person that drives all the time. Y'all, it felt like every time I blinked, my eyes was not going to open back up. When I tell y'all, that was one of the scariest things I had ever experienced. And I just didn't know what to do because I was really scared because I was thinking I was going to crash. So I ended up having to let him drive home because I was just so scared with the kids in the car and all that. Y'all, it was a trip from hell. When I tell y'all, that was the worst. And he had said from that point on, he was not going to go on no more trips where he drove his car, or if he drove his car, not have somebody there that can actually help fix the car. Y'all, that was the one time we drove our car and we had that problem. Y'all, that was, when I tell y'all, that was the worst. But I really wanted to tell that story time because y'all, that was real hell. Like, we was trapped outside for so long. I tell you, all day from that morning. I say checkout was at 10 o'clock, I want to say. They let us keep the room to probably maybe 2, 3 o'clock that afternoon. And from that point on, y'all, we were just stuck out. We had no other way to do nothing. We were stuck outside. We having to figure out, you know, for them to eat and, you know, go get them, leave, go get food, because my best friend, the only person that had a car, because like I said, his cousin had left and came back to Birmingham. So my best friend was like, she was not finna leave us there. She was a real one, because she could have left us because she was pregnant. So her being pregnant, she still chose to stay there with us, although she should have been taking her tail home and getting some rest because she was pregnant. But she did. She stood right there with us, y'all. And I always say, be careful. Make sure you get everything checked on your car. Although he had no problems with his car, that shit just was spurred a moment. He had no problems with his car before then, but it decided to do it while we was on freaking vacation, bro. That was the worst, and I don't wish that on nobody. I honestly don't. I don't wish that on nobody ever in life. I really don't. I wouldn't advise nobody, and I do mean nobody, to deal with that. I really don't. Be careful. Make sure you get your cars checked out really good and thoroughly. Make sure you check them batteries and the alternators and everything before you hit the road. Because like I said, he had no problems up under his hood. It was just the dang alternator went out. And I don't know if it was because he took the system out and he runs it to his battery. He also had a spare battery too in the trunk for the system. But he took the system out, but he continued to let the stuff be hooked up. So it was like, he took everything out, but the stuff was still hooked up to the battery. So I guess it was draining it or whatever in the alternator. But bruh, that there was the trip from hell. I just wanted to do a story time about it. Y'all let me know down below if y'all want me to do a story time on when I call him cheating. Because I did. It was before we got married though. Y'all want a story time about that? Let me know. This is going to be the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure y'all turn on post notifications so you won't miss another video. And make sure y'all tell a friend to subscribe to your girl channel. And like I said, let me know down below if y'all want to hear that, because that there is tea, baby. When I tell y'all that video is tea and you're going to want to hear it. So let me know down below if you guys want to hear that. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all be safe out here. I see it's been so much going on since the new year has started. Y'all be careful, be blessed, stay prayed up, because y'all, at this point, I feel like we living in our last days because there's just so much going on. What are we supposed to do? Like, what are we going to do? Honestly, like, can't stay in the house because guess what? Stuff can happen to you in the house. Stuff can happen to you anywhere. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? All we can do is stay prayed up and pray that that nonsense don't come to our household. Y'all just so much. And like I said, I pray for everybody who has been affected since this new year came in. I love y'all. Be safe. Keep your head up. Peace.